How is it going, everybody? My name is Copyright, and today we're gonna look at the Blink deck, and let's check out first what this Blink deck can do. Some incredible stuff can happen with this deck, so let's break it down, let's check all the synergy and all the possibilities we have with it, and let's get right into it. So first off, we are of course running our Fading Hope, I think one of the most played cards from Innistrad. It's a 1 mana sorcery, or 1 mana instance, I'm sorry, and basically what it does, it can bounce a creature from you or a creature from opponent into their hand, and in this deck it acts more like a blink spell or like a bounce spell for your own creatures, because we want our creatures enter the battlefield as often as possible, because all our creatures, almost all of our creatures, have amazing enter the battlefield abilities. So this is why we go to our 2-drops, and here we saw maybe a card that is not often played but really nice in this deck. This is the Ambitious Farmhand. On the other side is the Seasoned Cathar. Basically it's a 1/1 for 2 mana that comes in and give you a land or a plane, let's say, so you can fetch out your double white if you need it for later on, for turn 3 for example. And in the opposite side we have a Coven mechanic for 3 mana, 2 white and 1 generic mana. We can transform it to the Seasoned Cathar, who has really good stats but also lifelink that can help you against another aggressive decks just to stay back, gain some life, or maybe made favorable trait against Faceless Heaven, get a life and also kill the Faceless Heaven. So really nice card here. Then we have our Professor of Symbology, just a great creature for 2 mana, 2/1 with a learn ability, so when she enters the battlefield again ETB plays here a big role, and we can then learn from our sideboard. In our sideboard we have our typical cards, I think everybody already knows. Academic Probation, just help you maybe prevent opponent cast Alrunds of Epiphany or board sweeps or any other cards that you want, but also can help you against aggressive decks to just bring in some less points of damage in the way that you just make some creature unable to block or some permanent that is unable to block. Then we have Environmental Science, of course, for lands, reduced to memory, to work with some creatures that we need to remove, to need to exile. I often use it against Liar. Often used against her, because if she is exiled, opponent cannot bring her back with Blood on the Snow or something. I play against some Dimir deck that was able to do that. Reduce to memory, make a short work with it, and then you are good to go. Teaching, just for a card advantage. Anatomy, of course, put +2/+2 counter on one of our flyer and give it Vigilant is a really big deal. You can go in, you can protect, so also can come handy sometimes. Introduction to Prophecy again, a little bit of Scry, card selection and card draw, and Mascot Exhibition also sometimes played, because in this deck we don't have problems to reach our 7-8 mana, so we can also fetch one of our Mascot. Then let's keep on with our 2-drops. We have our Suspicious Stowaway, maybe not a great creature for ETB abilities, but an amazing creature if you, especially in best of one, you play against a big variety of decks and you don't know what you're exactly against. So against more controlish type of decks I don't want to have my removals or exile spells. Against aggressive decks I don't want to have my, let's say, things that I have against more controlish type of decks. So he is a just great card selection, but also when you turn it to Knight you have just card advantage pure and also bring in some damage in. You can also provide him with a 1/1 counter, really easy with our next card, and this is the most important card in our deck. It's the Hallowed Respite, a new card from Innistrad, and basically what it does, for 2 mana, 1 white and 1 blue, we can exile target non-legendary creature. Non-legendary plays here maybe a little bit a role, because we'll talk about later, but basically we exile a creature from opponent or from you. If you exile your own creature, you put a 1/1 counter on it. If you exile a creature from opponent, you tap it. So basically you can again go in for the less points of damage, but more often than not we are interested to play it on our own stuffs, because as I said, we have huge enter the battlefield abilities where we just get so much value out of it. For 2 mana, blinking it, bring it back into the game, and let's check out the cards that have amazing enter the battlefield abilities. So here we have our 3 drops with amazing enter the battlefield abilities, and here we have 2 times Brutal Cathar. Of course, exile something, and has a great synergy here with our Skyclave Apparition. 4 off, we can exile non-land permanent with mana value 4 or less, and if it goes away, we create a creature token, or we give opponent a creature token in value of the mana. The problem is always, of course, if you exile, let's say, Chariot, they deal next turn with I don't know, a Frostbite or something with it, then your opponent suddenly has a 4/4 token that can also go face. But Brutal Cathar is really good in it, taking care of these tokens, exile them, and also sometimes things like Goldspan Dragon or other big stuff that maybe our Skyclave Apparition cannot hit, Brutal Cathar can do. Then we have another really good card in this with enter the battlefield ability is Elite Spellbinder. I think that most of you know it already. He basically enters, let you pick into the opponent's hand and then choose 1 non-land card that will cost 2 mana less, 2 mana more. Here really important, if you play Elite first, plan your steps further, because as I said, you want Skyclave for everything that has 4 mana or less, and Cathar for everything that is maybe more than 4 mana, or for the token that will be created with the Skyclave. So plan ahead, really important. In general, for this deck, guys, your opening hand is one of the most important decisions you make in this game or with this deck. So if in best of one, especially if you think you will face an aggressive opponent, keep a hand that is good against aggressive and not against more controlish type of decks. And then another land creature, let's say Glasspool Mimic, for 3 mana, it can enter the battlefield as a copy, and important here is every time it enters the battlefield is also triggered to enter the battlefield abilities of this creature. So let's say Glasspool Mimic enters as a copy of Elite Spellbinder, suddenly you have 2 Elite Spellbinders, and Glasspool Mimic triggers the ability of Elite Spellbinder, so you can again take a peek in opponent's hand and exile something that will cost more. So really cool card here. Then for 4 mana we have our synergy cards, Glorious Protector, also really underplayed card, nobody plays it really, but in this deck it has an amazing role. You can actually bring it as a flash creature just to surprise your opponent, to take out some attackers that are maybe usually will not attack if they know you have a 3/4 flyer in the air, can deal with another Elite Spellbinder, can deal with another Cathar, for example, if you play against mono white. And you can also foretell it. If you foretell it, you can just play it for 3. This is a creature that has flash ability, so you can play it also on your opponent's turn. And the important here is when it enters the battlefield, the ability, you can exile all of non-angel creatures until the Glorious Protector leaves the battlefield. So let's play an example for it, right? Because it can happen, it will happen, and happened to me in playtesting a lot. You have your I don't know, let's say Elite Spellbinder, Skyclave Apparition, and Professor of Symbology on the board, right? The opponent has also a white board, usually mono green or something, plays something huge, something big, and go into your face. In this moment when he attacks, you bring out Glorious Protector for 4 mana, or if you foretell it for 3 mana. For me, I most often didn't foretell it, because I think 4 mana for a 3/4 flyer is okay. and Glorious Protector comes in, you exile your Brutal Cathar, you exile your Skyclave Apparition, you exile your Professor of Symbology, right? Then the opponent attacks with the old growth troll at a 4/4 with trample. He attacks with it, you exile all of it, you put the Glorious Protector in his way, so in his face, or maybe it's a Faceless Heaven. With Faceless Heaven you can even trade, but otherwise Old Growth Troll, kill the Protector, Protector instantly triggers the second ability, so all your creatures come back, and boom you go, Skyclave, exile Old Growth Troll, Brutal Cathar, exile some tokens, Professor, gives you some card advantage, and don't forget with the learn ability you can also cycle. So if you have maybe too many lands, you can just cycle the lands and say, no, I don't want to learn from our sideboard, I just want to get rid of a land and maybe draw something useful. So this will happen a lot, this can happen a lot, really cool synergy there. And also he or she works as a small sweep protection. If your opponent is a controlish type of decks and you have some creatures on the board that provide some damage, to provide some card advantage. I had one game against Easy turns, they play Burn Down the House, and there I had my Suspicious Stowaway and my Professor on the board, so both were dealing 4 damage because Suspicious Stowaway was on the night side, and yeah, and the opponent decided to burn down the house. When he wanted to play it, he tapped out for it, I play my Glorious Protector, took away both of my creatures, to burn down the house, kill only my Glorious Protector, both of them come back, and the next turn they are not sick of the summoning sickness, so they can go again for 4 damage in the face, and the opponent basically needs to play again another sweeper or deal with them somehow to stay alive. Also a great protection here, of course against Doomscar, against all sort of sweepers. This is a cool card, and you can even set it up to be your own one-sided sweeper, because if you maybe already saw, we have one of Vanquish the Horde, because I encounter a lot of mono white and mono green decks in my journey, and here Vanquish the Horde plays actually the similar role. It costs 1 mana less for each creature on the battlefield, so you can play, for example, your Glorious, exile the creatures you don't want to die, and then next turn up front you just finish the Horde, kill everything from the opponent, kill also your Protector, but the Protector triggers and all your creatures coming back, so basically opponent lost all their creatures, you have still like your 1, 2, 3 creatures, whatever you exiled with it, and you can already build up your board without any. Then we have our more meme card, let's say, but plays here really good because we have a lot of spells with Fading Hope and Hallowed Respite that targets our own creatures. And this is the Orvar, the All Form. This is a legendary shapeshifter, and basically what he says, whenever an instant or sorcery targets one of a creature that you control, create a copy of this creature. If you have, for example, a token angel, in my case it was from Emeria's Call, I created 2 angel tokens I had over on the board. I target one of my angel, the opponent tried to remove it with Fading Hope, and I target one of my angel with Fading Hope, Orvar triggers and create another token of this angel. So you can also target tokens. Hallowed Respite doesn't work with tokens, this is an important note. And yeah, so over the All Form creates copies of other creatures, and this is really amazing. And speaking of copies, let's take a moment and thank our sponsor today, and our sponsor is Copyright. Yes, it's me, myself and I. And if you want to support my work, you want to help me out, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, so in the future we can have more amazing decks like this one. Otherwise, let's go back and check out the deck further. Yeah, after we created all the copies, we have of course a little bit of card advantage, but also a little bit of interaction with the board with our Teferi, who slows the sunset. Only 2 of, because sometimes he's useful, sometimes not. Against another controlish type of decks, he is definitely something cool, because the opponent needs to deal with it. Otherwise, if you come to your ultimate for -7, you get an emblem where you untap all your permanents during each turn, and you draw a card during each turn. So basically you will run away with the game, so opponent needs to deal somehow with the Teferi. He's really cool there. Against aggressive decks you gain a little bit of life, so because +1 give you +2 life, but also for -2 you can do it twice, because he comes with 4 loyalty. For -2 you can do it twice. You can look up at the top 3 of your cards and take one of them into your hand. So this is also a small card advantage, maybe some selection if you're missing some pieces that will help you definitely further. He's a really cool integration here. Yeah, and next up we have, of course, our Alrund's Epiphany for 7 mana. Who doesn't know it? I don't know where you live. And our Emeria's Call can come in as a land, and here we see maybe we have some double-sided lands, or most likely you will play it as a spell. For 7 mana you can create 2 4/4 angel creature tokens and make all other non-angel creatures indestructible, and except of our protector and our Orvar, because he's a shapeshifter, everything else is a non-angel. So you can basically make something for 1 turn completely indestructible, and Glasspool Mimic also, as I said, double-sided land. To the land count, we have 22 lands. With our tap lands we have 26, and with the lands I'm really happy, I'm satisfied. We have 10 white sources, 8 blue sources, 1 of the Deserted Beach. I would like to run more, but I don't have more, so I just run 1 of them in Tree of Pathways because I also don't have more. Yeah, this is so far for the deck, guys. I hope you will enjoy it. Let's get right into the gameplay. This hand looks terrible. Let's mulligan this. This is another terrible one. Let's mulligan it again. And yeah, maybe this one. Well, this didn't went as expected. The Rui guy. The opening hand looks terrible, to be honest. We have something on 2, we have something for 1. I mean, we can try it, right? Let's see how it goes. The opponent takes his time. He's not even ready. His ghost is not here. Ghosty, come out, come out. Here he comes slowly. Looks like maybe mono green. Mono green snow could be. They run a lot of these shenanigans. Let's start a day-night cycle. Maybe we get something here. And let's see what our opponent can open with. Can definitely discard one of our Orvars. The All Form. No, it's Simic. Simic. Opens up with the Innkeeper. Ramp somewhere. Let's go in. Let's check what we will draw. And both of them are not so helpful, but let's go away with the Orvar and we foretell, right? Do we? No. No, we don't foretell. We do not foretell because I want to keep the Fading Hope open for exactly situations like this. Opponent gives a trample. Go all in. We bounce it away. A white land is good. Then we play our white land, play our elite. Let's see what... Oh, Jesus! Oh, nice. If he has another... Let's take the Reckless away, right? Draw a card. Another white is really good. Really good. Next turn we will see another Innkeeper. So yes, theoretically could have 5 mana for the dragon. Oh no, he burns it. Oh, this is not bad. This is not bad, to be honest. To be honest, this is not so bad. We change it to the daytime. We play you. Let's see what we draw. Brutal Cathar. Brutal Cathar? Oh, Jesus. This is a good... Maybe a good possibility to take away the Skyclave, and because he's not useful against dragon. And we keep it as it is. Turn it to night again. Keep our Glorious Protector open. Of course. Depends what the opponent plays. If he goes all in, yeah, this is okay. Resolve. Trigger happen. What else? Nothing else, right? You cannot play anything else. Oh, okay. He didn't want to shock himself. We bring you out. And we submit 0, I think, because right here he's just a blocker. I want to make a little bit more tempo, a little bit more damage against these things. Decline, of course. Kill the 2/2. And just go on with some more tempo. Oh, this is a good draw. This is a draw that takes away the Goldspan Dragon. We take away the Goldspan Dragon, and what else? And we foretell Epiphany? I think so, right? Let's go in first, check what we draw. We draw Skyclave. Skyclave is not so useful right now, so we are going to Blinky you. Blinky. And bye Goldspan. And then we play you, take another land. Sure, right? Next time we can Cathar into something that can block. Professor into science. Environmental science. Ist gut. This is good. Becomes daytime again because I double spell, but it's okay. Maybe even good for the reckless. A cherry. Cherry is okay. Cherry is nothing I'm really scared of. Chup. A lot of life. Nah, opponent wants to go in. Nope. Opponent doesn't want to go in. Then how do we do that? We first gain some life and gain some lands because I didn't hit my land drop. Right? Right. We gain some lands? No? Senor? Come on. Take the white source. Of course, because cherry can happen. Then we attack. Let's see what we draw. Seven. And we draw what? Another blue source. How useful is Hallowed right now? I'm not sure. Okay, let's discard Hallowed. Play the plane. Play the Skyclave. Skyclave makes boom on the cherry. Cherry lady. Not that he draws some weird stuff and then suddenly explodes out of nowhere. Until now we have the board good under control. Next turn, if we would have foretold Epiphany, we could have Epiphany. But not this one. Gains 2 life. Attack. How do you want to attack? I will definitely attack with Reckless, right? Because even if I double spell, double block, he kills all of them. If he attacks with small creatures, I will definitely block with Professor. Oh. Oh, does this change something? No, it doesn't. I can only foretell you, right? We foretell you, and then what do we do? We do it like this. Let's go in with the flyers. And should we blink it first? No. Let's play Orvar, just for the memes. Just for the memes. I think next turn our opponent is done. Okay, Ranger class is okay. Let's see how he wants to attack. The right guy. Okay. And yeah, even if you full attack, no, you have not enough damage now. Even if you full attack. Good. And I forgot to attack with the Suspicious. But pretty good, pretty good. Let's check out the next one. Stormfrost 13. And the hand looks really good. Definitely shitty that I'm on a draw, but hey, why not? And Ambitious Professor. Looks good, I like it. I like it. Looks like a red, maybe Rakdos. Oh, is it? Is it? Are you is it? Don't tell me you're is it. I don't have my bucket here next to me. I hope you're not, but let's see. Take action. Take a plane. Is it? Is it? No, it's Grixis. Grixis. Grixis, senor. What are you doing here? Let's play Professor. Take the environmental. Should have attacked first, just in case the opponent has a removal. But I think if he has one, he should or will be removing the Professor. So far, not one. Oh, Crush the Weak is okay. Crush the Weak is definitely okay. We play. No, we play like this. Auto Tapper hates me. We need another blue source. Take another blue source. We wait with our learned spells, so for now we go with Farmhand. Ambitious Farmhand. Take another white. And skip the turn to my opponent. Where is all my Elite Spellbinders when you need them, right? Liar. Liar, liar. Sure. I can play you. Let me see what you have in your hand. Another Crush the Weak, another Flunk, and Thunder Rebuke. Flunk will not be so helpful, so we take the Rebuke. And then we keep it. What does Liar say? Instant sorcery, graveyard flashback. The flashback costs equal to cards mana cost. Spells can be countered. I don't want to counter anything, right? So let's keep it like this. Let's keep it. Okay. I play you. Opponent think about flunk. That's okay. Flunk it. Flunk it, senor, flunk it. So. Then we play you, Professor. And we take... Should I exile it? Sure, why not, right? We can exile it. We don't need Liar here on the board. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. A liar on the board is not something I need, I want. Crush the weak. Both sorceries, so he needs to play it now. Here an instant of flunk. I also thought about maybe playing Faceless Heaven with Snowlands just to provide a little bit more damage in the end game, or if the games are going stall, but usually I use all of my mana, so a turn where I turn on the Faceless Heaven could be maybe something that I'm not looking forward to. But this is okay. Another flashy, we bring 2 of our angels out. Don't tell me that the opponent has dispute or something, or some negates. That will be funny. Non-legendary creature, then return it. I think this doesn't work with tokens. So theoretically I can remove a token if I need to. And playing Crush the Weak? Oh sure. Hope it. Fading Hope it. I have 2 more coming. Oh, sure, attack. No? Okay. Whenever it goes into spells on target, permanent you control. This could be nice. This could be really nice. Oh no, we can stay back, yeah? Sure. We can stay back. And maybe do something cool. Attack. Don't have anything against you attacking me. Then we go here. And now we can attack. I attack accidentally with our Orvar, but I gonna Fading Hope it. Oh, opponent didn't even wanna block it. Okay. Sure, let it through. Let it through. Because he didn't get indestructible. Because he's also an angel. But let's see how our opponent will react here. Maybe we'll Fading Hope this one. Okay. Fading Hope my thingy. Rebuke another one. I Fading Hope it, right? Make another angel token. Scry a little bit. Scry. Opponent wants to bring some damage in, but we don't let him. Okie dokie. Let's check out if it works with tokens, right? Not now, but in the second main. In the second main. I don't think it works with token. Exile target non-legendary creature. Return it in the battlefield under its owner control. If it enters under your control, put a 1/1 counter on it. I mean, at least we get a copy because of Orvar, and then we can check if it works. But I don't think so. Yeah, it didn't. And yeah, why not? He is legendary. I cannot target him. So now we need some spells. Give me some spells. How much do we have next turn? Another Epiphany. Okay. He gonna flank my Orvar. And now you need to draw something really good, huh? Unexpected Windfall. That's nice. So can we draw now something that is cool? Because the opponent draws cool cards. Why can I not draw cool cards? Jesus. Is this a GG? I think so, right? 6, 7, 8. Yeah, good game. This is terrible. The card draw is not on my side. Ravenhill. Let's see what our Ravenhill has to offer. The hand is cool. I like it, I like it. Ambitious into the copy and some interaction. That's good. And Ravenhill plays Snow White. Okay, okay, sure. And we play you, and we play the Farmhand. Give me a land. Give me a land. Another one. Okay, okay, sure. Come into my face here. Let's attack. Let's see what our opponent does. Then we play another one of you. Take action. Get another white source. And then end the turn. Pam pam pam. This is Ores of Blinky Blinky, huh? We kill one of you. Activate it, my friend. Pass it. And then I wanna smooth out my next draw. Jesus, no lands. Enough with lands now, huh? Okay, this is better. We play Elite. Elite says, show me what you got. Fateful Absence is annoying, but not terrible. Ebony, 4 black mana. He doesn't has... No, he has double black. So, and you needs 5. Sure. And Ebon Leech can go. And then we pass. If our opponent tries to remove it, we Fading Hope our Elite. Most likely he will. We Fading Hope it. Maybe he wants to use a second one. No, he doesn't. Another Fading Hope is cool. I like it, I like it. It's okay. A whole face, my friend. We'll play you, another Fading Hope. Let's see what our opponent does now. As long as he's investing resources into interact with my board, I'm fine with it. Like here, Vanishing Verse. Suspicious is okay, we can have some card draw here. And we take away you. So for the next turn our opponent has only the removal. And we can start with a day-night cycle. Opponent can attack with Faceless Heaven, but then he has nothing in the backhand. Okay. So then we play you. Let's check out what our opponent has here. Blood on the Snow and Fateful. Okay, let's take Fateful. No need for it right now. And then we play you as a copy of you and take another Blood on the Snow. How is it? How is it, my friend? Pobrecito. I mean, he can kill obviously something. Or he can... Brutal Cathar. Oh, nice. Brutal Cathar is a nice draw, my friend. The Brutal Cathar. Do I want to take the 2? I do, right? Sure. Then we play you. Take the Brutal Cathar. Bring back. Activate you. And then we can start going face. Gain some life. Gain some stuffs. Pretty nice. Okay, Fateful Absence on the flyer. I can investigate. I don't need to block you, I gain more life than than I need to. Okay, Blinky Blinky is okay. What can be Blinky Blinky is the question. Let's attack first, right? We attacky first. Resolve. Gain some life. Make some Blinky Blinky here. Take away the Usher. Give him a 3/3 is okay, because our Skyclave will be a 3/3 too. So, and then we play you out. And then the turn. At the end of turn we can crack the Investigate token. Check out what we draw, but so far I'm happy how we denied our opponent almost every draw or every play. Elite Spellbinder did a great job here. Played amazingly in Ravenhill. I can Blinky Blinky against something, so if you play something big, something dangerous, Faithful is okay. Give him a blocker. Next turn he's dead in the air. And this is most likely a GG. Yep. This is not a GG, but it's okay. Let's see what we hit. Double block here. Okay, we kill you as a 3/3. Opponent down to 2. We draw a card, a Professor. Is Professor useful right here? Sure, right? We don't need the Elite right now. We play the Professor. Professor let us learn for... What do we learn for? Exhibition. And after that we play you again. The Professor comes as a 3/2. And now we learn for you. Next turn he has what? 1, 2, 2, 5. Nothing that he really can play. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Blood on the Snow cost 6. So if he draws a land, he cannot draw Blood on the Snow and so on. So now he can literally just create maybe something. But he's dead in the air. We have also Unblockable, and this is a good game. Ravenhill, good game. Really cool. I hope you like it. And yeah, basically this is it, guys. I enjoyed this deck a lot. Definitely something different, relying a lot on how your opening hand is. So this is the most important decision in the game that you make. Like, if you see that you have nothing to interact and you maybe know the opponent, or especially in Mythic, you know people you're playing against, so you know you're playing against control-ish type of decks or more aggressive type of decks, I prefer always to give you my opinion, to give you my suggestion, go against aggressive decks, because best of one is usually more aggro heavy. So if you have a hand where you have something good against aggressive decks, keep it and start with it. And if you play against something like, I don't know, Ease It or something else, then you have also maybe the possibility to draw your tools later on, so your hand at the end will not be dead. Yeah, otherwise, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the Blinky Blinky. And yeah, we'll see each other in the next one. Ciao!